All right, so I have been out here for like 30 minutes trying to get this to dump because the battery died, the battery pack isn't strong enough, and I've got a trailer completely full of mulch. I mean, look at this pile behind me, okay? And it's still not able to lift it up. Hey guys, what's going on? Today we have a pretty fun set of things to do. First, we're gonna go take the trailer to the recycling place and collect some cash for all that metal we've been collecting from the past like 7 or 8 junk removals. Then we've got a tree stump removal where the tree has already been ground up. We just have to come in and scoop up all of the mulch and take it over to the compost site. So that shouldn't be too bad. We're just going to be using shovels, throwing it into the back of the trailer. A lot easier than the last one we did. So let's go get it done. Alrighty, so as far as scrap metal goes, it's not super full, but a lot of this stuff is super heavy. We got a couple broken ladders. We have some tables. That table there, this one, weighs an insane amount. It's easily more than 100 pounds. It might even be close to 200 pounds. It took a couple of us to do, and it was insanely difficult. We just got some random scrap metal. A lot of this stuff is really heavy. We got a hot water heater and a bunch of just random scrap metal. And yeah. So let's take it over to the recycling place. All right, so we went ahead and dumped the dump trailer over at the recycling center, and it wasn't quite as heavy as I was hoping that it was. That table was really, really heavy, but not as heavy as I thought. Basically, we weighed in at about, I think it was 600 pounds or something like that, 700 pounds. And so we ended up getting just over $50 for all of it, which, I mean, is okay. I mean, we didn't pay anything for any of that stuff. That was all just extra stuff that we got along the way. So a little bit of extra cash. So what I did was I went and picked up, if I can get it. So I went and picked up a new lock kit, which is going to be essentially a locking mechanism that makes it so that I can park the trailer and not have to worry about somebody walking off with it. So we're going to get that hooked up today. Right now, we've got about 2.5 hours before our next junk removal job, where we're going to remove those 2 stumps. So while we wait, I'm going to go around and pass out flyers again. I think we could probably get this entire city block done. We've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 streets worth of houses, and I think we can get that done in about 2.5 hours. So let's go do it.
2 hours later.
Alrighty, so we have pulled up to the customer's house, and we have our tools here. And I just parked the trailer in the yard, and then I parked across the street because I didn't want to be blocking traffic or anything. So I'm going to get some stuff set up, and then I'm going to start scooping this into the back of the trailer. Alrighty, so we are about a third of the way done here. This is what the trailer looks like so far. We're gonna try to rake as much of it as we can to the back here, but I mean, we've still got a giant mound. You can see I was live on TikTok trying to get some footage that way, but we got a long way to go, and help should be on the way in the next hour or so. So hopefully we can at least get halfway through this before they show up. Alrighty, we are almost done here. Let's move out the way. We are making our way through the pile. It still looks like a lot, but honestly, with how big it was, we've made a lot of progress. Here's the trailer. It is completely full on that backside. That's a lot of mulch, so still got quite a ways to go. Alrighty, so we were able to completely remove all of the top level stuff. It's a little bumpy, so we're going to use the rakes and really try to even it out. But the dump trailer is pretty much at its maximum capacity here. I have no idea how much this is going to weigh, but we've got a lot. We could probably build a playground, honestly. All right, so we are at the landfill.
2,000 years later.
Okay, well, the jumper pack's not working, so I'm gonna have to manually scrape this out, which sucks. But at least it's got a little bit of an angle, so it's a little easier. All right, the sun is going down. We've made more than half of it is out here now. Huge piles on the ground, and we're still not making progress. The battery pack is just so dead that it won't even lift up an inch. So basically, I'm just slowly scooping it out. This sucks a lot. So I'm either gonna have to replace the battery or get a bigger battery pack, one of the two. I'm gonna do some research and figure out which one's gonna be the most reliable, because I'm not doing this again. All right, we are down to the last corner, just kind of pushing this stuff down, because I mean, we are at an incline here, but the pile is too big for me to push it out anymore. So I'm just gonna push it down to the edge, and then I'm gonna drive off and then scoop out whatever's left. All right, it only took an hour longer than it was supposed to, but I think we're done. That's a lot of mulch. Okay, I got her all swept out, and I think I'm ready to go home and go to bed. And she's down. Time to drive forward and close the doors.